You step out of the shower. The steam clears. You reach for the soap. It's a simple motion, one you don't think about. Now imagine that bottle doesn't exist. Neither does the bar. Neither does the word soap. You're standing in a river. It's cold. Your skin is caked with dirt, sweat, and the grease from last night's fire-based soap. They used something else, something we'd find deeply uncomfortable today. They used clay. Not just any clay, specific types of clay, like bentonite or kaolin. These clays have a unique property. They're negatively charged. Bacteria and dirt are often positively charged. So when you rub clay on your skin, the dirt and bacteria stick to the clay. Then you rinse the clay away, and the dirt goes with it. It's like a magnet. Archaeologists have found evidence of clay use for hygiene dating back over 200,000 years. At sites in South Africa, researchers found clay residues on ancient tools, not for making pots, for cleaning hands. The Romans even imported specific clays from the island of Lemnos. They called it Lemnian earth. They used it as a soap and a medicine, so clay was a powerful tool. But it wasn't the most surprising solution, because ancient humans had another trick, one that sounds almost made up. They used urine. Let that sink in. Ancient Romans used urine as a cleaning agent. They collected it from public urinals, they let it ferment, and then they used it to wash clothes and themselves. Why? Because urine contains ammonia. Ammonia is a powerful degreaser. It breaks down fats and oils. The Romans weren't the only ones. Ancient Chinese texts describe using urine for cleaning, and in medieval Europe, urine was a common ingredient in laundry. It's disgusting by modern standards, but it worked, and it was free. But here's the thing. Even with all these methods, ancient humans didn't clean themselves as often as we do. And that's the real secret. They didn't need to. Modern humans shower once a day, sometimes twice. We use deodorant, shampoo, and hand sanitizer. We are obsessed with removing every trace of bacteria. Ancient humans had a different relationship with bacteria. They lived with it. Their skin microbiome was different. It was adapted to a life without soap. The bacteria on their skin were mostly harmless, and some were even helpful. When you use modern soap, you strip away both bad and good bacteria. Your skin has to rebuild its ecosystem. Ancient humans never had that problem. Their ecosystem was stable. So what does this all mean? We think of soap as a necessity, but it's really a luxury, a recent one. For 99% of human history, we survived without it. We used sand, ash, clay, plants, and even urine. We adapted, we innovated, and we didn't die. But here's the deeper insight. The fear of being dirty, the discomfort of feeling greasy, the anxiety about smelling bad. These aren't modern inventions. They're ancient instincts. Our ancestors knew that dirt could kill, that smell could attract predators, that cleanliness was a matter of life and death. So they found ways to stay clean, not because they were vain, but because they wanted to live. Now, back to that shower. You pick up the bottle. You squeeze the liquid into your palm. You lather. And for a moment, you might think about what it took to get here. Thousands of years of trial and error, of crushed leaves and river sand, of clay and urine and ash, all so you could stand here, in warm water, with a bottle you bought for $3, and you're clean. But you're not really that different from them. You still have the same instincts, the same need, the same fear. You just have better tools. And that's the quiet miracle of being human. We don't change. We just get better at solving the same old problems, one invention at a time.